outside reasons. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Damn!
You think you're funny, don't you?
I know I am. I'm the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger.
Schwarzenegger.
Gesundheit.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Left cheek! Left cheek! Left cheek!
What is going on, everybody? It's super early on Tuesday if you're watching this live, and I appreciate it if you are. It's news and review for the weekend, the week of 12/15. We got a lot of stuff that hit this week. Some in our Batman that might be everybody's talking about. We threw some entertainment news in here. See some trailers here this week from the Game Show Awards. There was some Street Fighter sneak peek, and we got some of that in the slides. So as we get started, we'll get started with Transformers news. I mean, that's typically what we start out with first. So first off is so I do not know if this is 100% legit. I found this on Facebook. It looks like they are doing a Studio Series 86 Devastator kit, kind of like they did with the recently from the was it the Hasbro China Taobao, where they did the Superion that sort of looked like this, and then they did do a Devastator, but it came in like some luggage. So it looks like we are getting one for another one for Devastator. But yeah, so that's it for that. And next up, we have in-hand images of the 3.0 DLX Rise of the Beast Mirage. And this is probably one of the best looking Mirages we're going to get from Rise of the Beast. It's just the stuff from Hasbro. It's like they're trying to keep too close to the Porsche design, and it just hurts the robot. So, I mean, this thing looks great. But, I mean, 3.0 is super expensive, so I'm probably not in on this. But to those that are, good luck and enjoy this. And then you can kind of see the little suit. I forget the character's name that Mirage supplied his parts to almost made him a Power Master or a God Master, depending on where you're from. Next up, we have more non-transforming Transformers. This is from YOLO Park. So they have a Tarn coming out. So this is their AMK Pro series. It has light up function. It's got die cast. You can kind of see the inner works for its endoskeleton. Also comes with Tarn's sidekick nickel. So now we're up to like what, 3 nickels, counting the third party MMC version. Here's some more images of Tarn and nickel. Tarn is a great design, but I don't know if I'm in on this or not. I think it just went up for pre-order on BBTS last weekend. I think over $100. So typically Yolo Park has been pretty good price points, but I think with that nickel being added to it, I think that's adding to the cost. But so yeah, get your pre-order in this. And I've seen this is already in hand in people in Asia. So if they have it in hand, then we won't see it too far from stateside. Now the one reveal that I've heard upset a lot of people. This is that Armada Sideways. This is prototype image. And this came from Nate Perswell, the Transformer marketer for the Hasbro Transformer brand. And you kind of get an idea of how the Minicon head works. And then here's some more images. I mean, I don't typically collect Hasbro Transformers anymore. Select few. But from what I've heard, some dedicated Hasbro fans, they are not happy with the design. They say the original toy did this better. And what it looks like is, I don't have the pictures of the Minicons. I just have them in head mode. But it looks like the Minicons separate where the upper portion of the black one, I can't remember if that's the Autobot one or the Decepticon, but it's the upper portion. And then the other one is the lower portion. It almost looks like they disassemble. So I'm happy for those that have been waiting for this, and unhappy for the people that aren't happy with it. Next up, we have some Blokees. This is their the Defender wave. I wrote the wrong caption in on the box, but this is like an incentive, like typically what they do with their Gold Lagoon stuff. It's its own separate pack. So this one comes with I think it's Skywarp. But you get all the Dinobots and Dino Mode, an Optimus Prime, a Wheeljack. I think that one, I think it's Skywarp. I cannot remember which Seeker it is. But I mean, it could be any Seeker, right? It's gold. Next up, we have more stuff from Blokees. Guess what? Yolo Park's doing a Tarn. Here's Blokees. We knew about this. We've seen prototype images and display and on display at various conventions in Asia. Now we're seeing actual promo images of this Tarn. And guess what? He comes with a nickel. So now we're up to 4 nickels. 20 cents. So if you guys are unaware, the Action Edition is the 6 to 7 inch scaled class. Well, and then it says in here Legend. So it's really weird. You know, they have Legend series and Action Edition, and it's the same thing. They do that with the classic class. I think its other name is Champion. But it's got does this have a light up gimmick? I don't think it has a light up gimmick. Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, it looks like his eyes light up. So it looks like he's getting the same gimmick that the rest of these Action class are getting. And then you can pull his mask off and see his face. And then here's a couple more images of Nickel. And Nickel doesn't look like she has a lot of articulation. The Yellow Park one looks like they did Nickel a little bit better, but yeah, so we are getting plenty of Tarns. And next up, we have more stuff from Blokees. Here is the Fire Guts or Burning Rodimus or Hot Rod. So this is it's the BFC exclusive. So the BFC is like their I think it's where you turn in photos, and it's like their creative thing, and you can win it. And it's limited to 600 pieces. So good luck. This is the Galaxy class or Hero series, and this one looks pretty cool. It's a shame that it's going to be limited. So good luck getting a hold of this. Next up, more images from Nate Perswell at from the Hasbro team. He showed off some images, prototype images, or test shot images of the Stranger Things crossover. So you can kind of get a look at the rubber chicken, and then some good looks at the head sculpt, and then how the bird 8-track plugs into the chest. And that's pretty much it for officially licensed product. So next up, we have third-party news. So first off, speaking is hard. DNA teased their Alpha Trion upgrade kit. Now this is the most recent Voyager from, I think, Age of the Primes, where he comes with like a book and a quill. And let's see what they do to upgrade this Alpha Trion. And while we're on the topic of DNA did drop the upgrade kit for their Star Convoy, the Titan, for this year. It's getting swords, articulated fingered hands, larger shoulder cannons, some gap fillers, a sword, and he is getting, the eyes are getting replaced, and it's actually going to be a battery pack, I guess. So that's what that little clear piece is. And then you're replacing the star and his head crest with it says I guess electroplated is the term, but we all say back metal here. It's like that almost makes, I don't have this figure, and it almost makes me want to get this upgrade kit and that figure, just because the chest piece and the head crest more than anything. But here's some more images with the sword. And, it's not in this first parts breakdown, but, the gap fillers go in the hot rod toy. Okay, so that's what it is. That makes them look a little bit better. And those cannons definitely look nicer. They have independent cannons that articulate. And then here's kind of a look at the sword and the length of the sword. And then you can see where everything stores on alt mode, truck mode. But that sword is definitely an upgrade compared to the little blast effect sword that he came with. Definitely an improvement. So next up, we have Galaxy Toys. So this is Galaxy Toys is doing the Seekers. They, it's funny, earlier in the year they teased the Coneheads, but now people are going to be getting these in hand soon. So if you're not familiar with Galaxy Toys, they are probably Dr. Wu's rival, almost, dare I say it. But they do micro scale, sub-legend scale. Next up, are we getting tired of seeing these Make Toy stickers? I mean, I don't even know what number we're at, but it feels like we're in double digits by now. Just in repaints alone, not just talking the 3 main Seekers, but this is White Noise, and I think this was like a Christmas exclusive. I don't know if it's sold out in TF Source, but these are always TF Source exclusives. Glad I don't want any of these. So now it just looks like you're getting it looks like this is a prototype and they actually mass produced it, and it's getting away with being one of the Colorverse figures. But next up, we have teases. New Age is teasing their Stunticons, Legend Scale Stunticons. They announced these, I don't know how many years ago, and now we're finally seeing movement on this. So good luck, and I'm happy for anybody that has been waiting for these, because Magic Square has done theirs a long time ago. And next up, speaking of Magic Square, they dropped images of their all new Ultra Magnus, and 6-shot. So these are legend scale, and so Magic Square has already done an Ultra Magnus, and some people thought this was just like a reissue, but he has a completely different number. And from the looks of it, see, the original one was an Optimus Prime, and then the armor was built around it. I'm pretty sure this one's an all-in-one, a la the Takara and X Transbots version of Ultra Magnus. We'll have some more pictures of that, but first we have some detailed images of 6-shot. Here's all of his different modes, and then here is a bunch of the alt modes. And my God, this looks great. If please Magic Square, upscale this to Masterpiece, because the only masterpiece, there's two masterpiece, really two good ones out there, Fans Toys and DX9. And Fans Toys is super expensive, and then DX9 is really cheap, and I don't know if there's any negative flaws on it. I haven't handled it, but I'm pretty sure it's up for show. It's up on Show Z. It's been reissued multiple times. It's up on Show Z now. But here's some images of their Ultra Magnus, and just like I said, from looking at it, it looks like this is all in one. It's not an Optimus covered in armor, Magnus armor. And I tell you what, if I didn't have the perfect Ultra Magnus for me, which is the Fans Toys Ultra Magnus or Fantastic Model, I mean, New Age is killing it, or Magic Square is killing it in the Legend stuff. But thankfully, I'm not a Legends collector, so well, I don't know. Maybe it'd probably be better if I wasn't a Legends collector. Let's see. Next up, while we're on the Legends stuff, New Age showed off images of Dick. Don't censor me, YouTube. That's his name, Dick. I don't know why they went with Dick for Sideswipe, but here's some images of him. And it looks like he comes with his jetpack. Or at least that's that one image up there at the top. And then here is an image of all of the season 1 arrival team. So I think that's all of them. I think Magic Square, I think this was the last one that was needed for to complete the team. And while we're talking about Legends, so this is the Great Works Studio TV01. So I think this is Mag Motion. Had this in hand, had a transformation video. So this is their Legend scale version of Razor Claw. And there's some kind of comparison images with QTT. Now QTT is supposed to be sub Legends. That's why I think that one looks a little bit smaller. And there it is next to that's the Hasbro Vortex. Huh. I'm kind of surprised how close in size they are. But technically, he was like the torso bot, so he should scale a little bit bigger. So, and then here's some more promo images. This is from Weibo user I am on fire, I think is how you pronounce it. But this is a really clean looking Razor Claw. I'm sad this is Legends, but I think Legends is due for a Predaking. I can't think of any animation accurate Predaking. And it's funny how his little tail thing right there in the combined mode crotch is just pointing out, almost like G1 Megatron. And still on Legends news, Robot Toys, my favorite Beast Wars company that does Masterpiece stuff, does Legends as well. And here is an update on their Tarantula. And I'm going to want this in Masterpiece. I hope they upscale all their Beast Wars stuff to Masterpiece, and then I hope all their Masterpiece stuff gets downscaled to Legends for all the Legends collectors, because I have their Scorponok, and that Scorponok is a great masterpiece version of it. And now, finally, we do some masterpiece news. This company out of nowhere, I have never heard of them. MaxiPro or Maxipus Works. Never heard of them. But they released images of their Brawn. Now, these look like just digital renders. But boy, oh boy, the tune accuracy on this is pretty slick. Now, I already have the Fans Toys version of their bra, and looks like they've simplified the little bit of the transformation. Like if you look how his wheels are, you can see how they fold and create the legs, and that's how the lower part of the legs. That's how Fans Toys did their brawn. So it looks like they're almost taking that Fans Toys design and just kind of tunifying it a little bit, like just twisting that tune representation just a little bit further. If I didn't already have the Brawn, maybe I'd be tempted on this, but no. You know, the other thing is, look how they're in that top photo. There's hands. So do these have non-articulated hands? Now I read. You know what? It's because this isn't Masterpiece. That's right. This is Legends. That's why I have it with the rest of the Legends stuff. So this is not Masterpiece. This is Legends. I think it's only 8 centimeters tall or something like that. Should have wrote that in the notes. But yeah, this is Legends. That's why there's hands up there. Okay. But like I said, it still looks like it's taking cues from Fans Toys on how it's transformed. You know, it's really funny though. We saw a Brawn from New Age earlier in the slideshow, and if they can knock the tune look of this, it'll definitely be the more tune accurate version of Brawn. At least I can't remember if New Age has done one or not, or Magic Square, not New Age. New Age is the one that showed it. Magic Square, I don't know if Magic Square's done one. Jeez, I'm getting them mixed up. But next up is something from King Toys. So this is their generation scale, whatever your mainline Hasbro stuff. This is supposed to kind of scale in line with it. So this is the Breakhorn. This is their version of Slag. Now, last week I think we saw images of Grimlock. So they're just chucking along with this generation scaled Volcanicus. One thing's for sure, though, they are stylized. As far as the way you can get from the original design, King's Toys is kind of doing it. I almost don't even classify them as third-party Transformers anymore, because it's so highly stylized and inspired. Like, it's like, what if Gundam and Transformers crossed over? You know, because I feel they have more of a Gundam look than they do Transformers. So I think they're kind of stealing from both IPs, to be honest. But it's unique enough to where they're not stealing. I mean, the closest thing they're doing is taking the dinosaur design, and the colors are pretty much the same or really close. You know, the primary colors. But you know what? Oh, I gotta get prepared. I'm not prepared for this. I am not prepared. Here we go. One more. Here we go.
Showtime! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Dr. Woo! That's right. We got some Dr. Wu news this week. So first up, we have promo images. Like, the only thing we've seen prior to this is renders of their Scorponok. Now we got in-hand professional images of the Scorponok. And I'll tell you what. Damn! I slowly dip into Dr. Wu, and oh man, this is just making me want to buy some of these, especially these city ones. But the Triptychon, I guess, is super expensive. So here's some more images. The city mode, his cube mode. So yeah, these are quadruple changers: robot, alt mode, city mode, cube mode. And then there's Zarek and fast track, but and there's not much to those. I just flip, flap, and fold. And here is their black Zarek and black Rurichi. And then we have one more. We have, oh, this is more of the black Zarek. And then the next one is that Fort Max? No. That's the shattered glass version of Scorponok. And the face on him just looks so derpy. But yeah, it's looking good. So I'm pretty sure these are still up for pre-order on Show Z, but usually as soon as these come in stock, they do not last long. Dr. Wu stuff does not last long a lot of the times. Next up, we got an update from Dreamstar Toys, and they are in the midst of finishing production of their Mix Master. So you got inbox, and then you got just an army of them getting prepped for getting them ready for delivery. And while we're on the topic of Devastator Wars, here is MMC's Mix Master, and they did a little bit of changes to the head. It almost looks a little swindlish, but so that is their next combiner piece for Devastator. And speaking of their Devastator, we got in-hand images of their Deletus, or their version of Scrapper. And I tell you what, man, the more I see of this MMC, the more I like it. So, like, I don't know if I've mentioned, but my Devastator mode for these third-party Devastators is Fans Toys, and I was going to use X-Trans bots as my individual bots. But like I said, the more and more I see of MMC, the cleaner it looks. I mean, not just that. The leg mode's okay. The alt mode looks great, but the robot mode, more and more I see it, the more that I like to look at that robot mode. And the way, as funny as that image is on the left, the way he's thrusting out and leaning back, I mean, that's really good balance. I mean, he's got some decent heels, but still, that's to be leaning that far back like that, and he has the scoop on the back. I mean, that's a lot of weight to be imbalanced like that and to just stay balanced. So, looking good, MMC. Speaking of looking good, oh, this is making me picking my decision on X-Trans bots as my defensor, like second guessing it. So this is the toy deco of Hotspot and their torso of defensor. I really hope they reissue the tune accurate stuff, because I might have to slowly dip into MMC's defense, or at least for the individual bots. I think as much as that the X-Trans bots is a mess, I think it'll be the better combined mode. I don't know about stability wise, but definitely the best looking one, because MMC is still a little short when it comes to combined mode. And while we're on the topic of X-Trans bots, here is some final images of their Toy Deco Bone Crusher. I forget, is it Razor is the name of their Bone Crusher? But it has that alternate head, and then you know, the decals look from the toy. Here's some alt mode and arm mode. And if anybody remembered, this guy had some QC issues with that ball for his head getting broke. So hopefully whatever was causing that weak point, they get it fixed here. Let's see. Next we got Star Toys. So these are gorgeous. Star Toys was a pain in the ass to transform, but I didn't feel like I was breaking it. But this loud pedal and more, the loud pedal looks the best out of the two. Road Rage looks good as well, but Loud Pedal looks fire. I might have to add, I don't know. I don't have a Loud Pedal. I have the Takara Road Rage. I might keep that and then try to pick up this Loud Pedal, but looks really good. And then lastly, to top off our third-party Transformer news, Fans Toys dropped their preview for their dock. I think this is a fantastic model, not Fans Toys, but as you can see, it was on Fans Toys YouTube. And Ratchet is just one of my favorite looking bots. I have the Takara, and I think I have the. Do I have the upgrade hips? No, I don't have them for the Takara for that one. I have it for Ironhide. I'm happy with my Takara. Now, that's not to say maybe later down the road I will trade up and get Fans Toys, but I didn't pull the trigger on Ironhide, so I don't know if I will with Ratchet. But yeah, so that's all the news for Transformers. Now let's move on to just general action figure stuff. And first off, we have a little bit of entertainment news. Did you guys watch the Supergirl trailer or teaser that dropped this week? I know I did. I don't know what to think of it. It's definitely got that like James Gunn Guardians feel to it, but James Gunn isn't even directing this, so I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of looks. Like, it just seems like she's definitely a slacker and just rather drink and party instead of being a hero. You know, maybe that shadow, that Superman is just too big for her. But then we got just that little bit of tease of Jason Momoa as Lobo. So yeah, will you guys go see this in the theater, or will you wait till it hits digital? I don't know about me. I guess it all depends. It comes out June 26th next year. Next up, we teased this a little bit at the beginning of the show. Did anybody watch the Game Awards? It was kind of funny. The cast for Street Fighter was on the stage and was like throwing shade at Mortal Kombat. I don't know what to think of this. I tell you what, if of any of the two movies that we just went over, I think I would rather see this one at the theater. But I just feel like this is just going to be kind of campy, fun, not super serious. But there we have 50 Cent as Balrog. Cody Rhodes is Guile. I forget the name of the actor who's playing. Actually, I don't even think it's an actor. Vega I think it's a country music artist. And then we have Roman Reigns, my tribal chief, your tribal chief, as Akuma. And you know what we should always do when the tribal chief is around?
Acknowledge me.
Let's see. So next up here is, well, I had to just give her an image of her own, but there's Cammy. Weirdest Cammy outfit though. I prefer the more traditional, but take what we get. So now here's kind of some promotional posters that they kicked out. So we got Chun-Li, Ken, Ryu. Let's see. Jason Momoa again, but this time it's Blanca, not Lobo. Orville Peck is the actor or person that's playing Vega. Then 50 Cent, Cody Rhodes. It's just, I see Cody Rhodes in the wrestling ring all the time, and it's really weird seeing him with that Guile wig. It looks just so strange. And then here we have Zangief. Now, I think that's the guy that was in the most recent season of Reacher. Dalsum, E Honda, M Bison, Akuma, and then I think this is the last slide of those images. Then we have Eric Andre. I don't get the Andrew Solch's character. I'm surprised he's in the movie. Cammy, Joe, and Julia. So yeah, I'm not digging that outfit of Cammy, but I wonder if they'll have outfit changes. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Next up, back to the toy news. We're going back to Blokees, but this is Jurassic World Blokees. So this is the Terra Adventure TS02 wave. So we got a Dominus Rex, a Mosasaur, a skeleton Triceratops. And one of the coolest things that looks like we're getting is the entrance to Jurassic World. Now, I know this is Jurassic World. We got to get the template that says Jurassic Park as well. And then there's another image of the Mosasaur. We get a Jeep, Brachiosaur with skeleton, Ankylosaur. I don't know the other names. And then we're getting a little orb thing too. So that they're driving around. Oh, and we're not done with Blokees. We have Batman Beyond. Now this is the Champion Series. So Champion Series is Classic Class. That's what it's going to be size. So I'm not sure how they're doing DC figures, how tall these are getting. But it's a decent looking Batman Beyond Batman Beyond. No word if these are going to be in the States or not, or if they're going to be harder to come across. Usually BBTS has a lot of this stuff, so we'll see. Next up, so I've never heard of this company before, and somehow it hit my radar just scrolling through Weeaboo. And I just wanted to throw this out there because I know there are people that collect 112 and they want some horses. And I don't know if these will be what the cost of these will be, or how easily they will be to obtain. But they're doing multiple different horses, and this might be some up some alley of people that collect 112. I mean, these things, the photographer did great pictures of these, just to showing you what kind of positions you can get these horses in. And then here's kind of like a little breakdown of the materials used, the size, what you get with them. They come with stands, saddles, stirrups. So be on the lookout for more news. Let's see. Next up, we have some stuff from 3.0. And this is the Robodao Eva from Evangelion. Oh, I almost pronounced it wrong. But this looks pretty good. I'm not typically into the Eva stuff, let alone 3.0 stuff. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. Next up, we have images from Fans Hobby. Now, this is an update on their Unithunder VEO2, their Not Fang. This is the 1/12th black helicopter. So this is the Fangish look to it. It's funny. It does have like a red like cage that goes around the engine exhaust, but they don't have it in this. Oh no, they do have it in this picture. Okay, you can see it in the top picture. But then here's kind of what it looks like with the canopy. I think I pre-ordered this from Show Z, and they're giving shipping notifications now. But you kind of see how they retooled the fuselage from the their Not Skyhawk to kind of get this. I wish they would have made it just a little bit longer or something, because I think the fuselage is too long to where the tail looks too short. But I think, the way you see the figure in there, you need the fuselage to kind of be that length. So maybe the tail is just not long enough. I think, like I said, I had this pre-order on Show Z. I think I got my Pay Me Now notification from them. So we'll see. And then let's see. Next up, we have some new stuff from Hiya Toys. Now, this is their exquisite 1/18th line, 4-inch, their 4-inch line. So this is Walker Merle from The Walking Dead. Not in on these, but they scale with your modern G.I. Joe stuff. And then next up, we have more stuff from Hiya Toys. This is the Godzilla versus Kong Tiamat. Now these will be going up for pre-order if they're not already up for pre-order. So be on the lookout for them. Now, next up, so last weekend, I think who wowed me, just the quality and the look of their stuff is Art. So they had a booth. I think this is Singapore Comic Con. So, I mean, on the right, they're doing like 1-for-1 bust. That Joker looks incredible. I'm sure it's super expensive. So I'm not even worried about that. And then we got the T1000 bust, and then all these other things like the Wonder Woman, the Superman and Clark Kent, Christopher Reeve. These are all their 112 stuff, and that gorgeous Catwoman. Or did I say 112? 1/6. I apologize. And here's more 1/6 stuff from The Walking Dead. You got Norman Reedus, his character. I'm blanking on his name. And then Negan, and then you can see Rick there in the background as well. Daryl? Yeah. And moving on, here's their Arnold T800 from the T1 movie. And I think that's T1. Yeah, it's T1. That looks pretty badass too. I am glad I'm not into 1/6 stuff. You guys that are, praying for your pocketbooks. But now here's what a lot of people are looking forward to seeing. This is their 112 section. And there's a lot of good looking figures here. So first stuff, we have some of the Wukong stuff, and then you can kind of see some of the Batman. And we have closer images of these. So here is the Snyderverse, Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, and they might have me on this Batman. Like, I don't know. There was something from that look of that Snyderverse Batman that I really dug. And then we got Kingdom Come, Superman. I'm not sure what Joker that is. And then the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller, Batman. Let's see. Next up, we have Arkham series stuff. So there's more to that Batman coming up. But we got the Arkham series Deathstroke. And then there's the Batman that laughs. Some really good looking figures. And then next up, more Dark Knight Nolanverse stuff. Absolute Batman. So we got the Dark Knight Joker. Then I don't know if that's a different Dark Knight Batman or the Dark Knight Rises. Then we have Bane, Two-Face, and then that Catwoman that just looks so good. Let's see. Next up, here is their T800 and 112th, and then some random naked male bodies. But the star of this week, and is what got everybody's panties moist, is this Arkham Origins Batman from Art. Here's some images of his tech, the accessories that he comes with, some more promo images, and just the poses that you can get with him. I'm digging the action scene where he's shooting his grapple gun. And then we got some more. Like, it's just, he looks like a beefy, badass Batman. The Arkham games are just one of my favorite games to play. Period. I played that Arkham Asylum and was in love. What was it? Arkham Knight. The whole Batmobile stuff was kind of tedious, but the whole design of the Red Hood, spoilers, and the Arkham Knight. And then here's a breakdown of the accessories and then the stand. So they're kind of out. So the stand that came with the Dark Knight Rises was a really nice stand. So I don't know if they're cheaping out on the stands to put more into the figure or what. Or now I have the deluxe version. Maybe it was a deluxe that came with that nicer stand. But and then lastly we have, so this is an image of the Dark Knight Rises versus the Arkham Now, the Dark Knight Rises one, that's a true 1/12 scale, but it's like smaller than your Marvel Legends and your like classified. This one, I pre-ordered it, and I almost feel like it's too big, but at the same time, I don't really have any like Batmans. I have 1/12 stuff, but I really don't. I don't combine my things other than it's like Marvel versus Capcom stuff. That's about it. So I don't know. Maybe I'll keep that pre-order. I've seen it compared to the LLPZ, the one that everybody has or is really digging, and I think he's a little bit taller than that. So yeah. So that is all for the news and review this week. I appreciate you stopping in. This one a little bit longer because we had a lot of news, a lot of stuff to go over this week. But if you could leave a comment in the chat, tell me what your favorite bit of news was this week. I think that Anart Batman might be a deal for a lot of people, but some of that third-party Transformer stuff, love it. But while you're commenting, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And look forward to this every week. This is an ongoing series. I mean, if you pay attention to my socials, I am posting this stuff daily, and this is just a review of it. So if you like the stuff that you see on the daily, come hang out. And like I said, this is a live pre-record. I feel free to chat in the chat. Sometimes I try to get in and watch, but typically it's when I'm in bed, hopefully in bed. But anyways, so like I said, if you could, all the links will be in the description for my socials. It's all Talib1980_collects. I'm on TikTok, X, Instagram. I'm on Facebook page. I'm at like 81 followers on Facebook. I'm trying to hit 100. So is what I'll do. I'll multi-stream. I'll try to get that to even go up on my Facebook. So, I'm just will be on all those platforms. And don't forget, every Tuesday's Transformers Tuesday and Friday's Action Figure Friday. So there will be a review that go up on those days at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I have a big backlog, and I have all my old stuff that especially my Transformer stuff that I'm trying to create a catalog with. So check that out. And then every Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, me and the boys get together. We've been talking movies. Who knows? The topics might change, but I think we're on a movies kick right now, just talking about movies. So that's on Saturday evenings. And then also, if you weren't aware, I am part of the Figure Fight Club channel. I am the host of Decepticons, Monday, 10:15 p.m. Come join me and my co-host Anna. It's all Transformers. Actually, it'll finish airing before this airs. That's every Monday, 10:15 p.m. Transformers news, topics, complaining, spiciness. Who knows what'll happen? And then on Tuesday nights, part of Figure Fight Club as well. This is the open mic night where we throw the link in the chat. Anybody can hop in, and it's like show and tell, just bullshitting, talking about toys and collectibles or movies or anything else, really. And then I'm on Figure Fight Club on Friday nights. Oh, open mic night starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then on Friday nights is the VIP show where we have interviews from either toy developers, influencers, toy influencers, or people that run toy shows or toy stores, so retailers. So check that out. That's 9 p.m. every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, that's all I got. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up. Appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.